Okay, so I'm going to be showing a quick demo of the Driftlock. So I'm just going to try to do this in one shot. Let's make the directory just quick folder, like quick small project, so I can use to just showcase how Driftlock works exactly. I'm just enter into the directory folder. So now I'm just going to initialize Git as you would like in a normal project. And after that, I'll also initialize Driftlock with some configurations, because in the setup you can just set the default or you enter the one that you want. Here, as you can see, there's the option for Olama or any OpenAI compatible API. Yeah, I'm just going to be using Grok, so that's OpenAI compatible. Just going to be using the model from console.grok. I just created an API key for this video. I'm going to be deleting that after this video. So if you are trying to use the API key, jokes on you. Okay, I'm just set the default, all the defaults from here. Okay, as you can see, it's automatically created the Driftlock file, and the directories. You also added it to the git ignore because you do not want to commit all these configurations to your GitHub or your Git repository. You get. So as you can see, these are the files in the folder currently. Look at the git ignore. It's edited the git ignore. It created it actually. It's if the git ignore is not already there, it creates it and adds them. But if it's already there, it just appends. So now I'm just going to make directory inside the Driftlock demo so I can show Driftlock in action. Making src directory, because src was the source that I set in the tomo file, as in the configurations. I'm just going to write into main.py in the source folder. Just write a quick print hello function at just those. Okay, should have just written this in the VS Code, but this works. Here, return hello. Comma space concatenate the name, argument that was given in the function. So it just returns hello. Let's say my name is Kosi. Hello Kosi. And I'm just going to create a readme. This is the doc that Driftlock is going to be checking to see if it corresponds with the code. This is just a small project. It actually works on bigger projects. I'm actually using Driftlock in the Driftlock repository itself. I'm using it to track my changes. I'm just writing a quick readme, just explaining what is in the function. So the way Driftlock works here, it checks for like the relevant parts in the documentation, like corresponding with the changes. If the changes and the documentation, if there's any structural change that has not been shown in the documentation, it then blocks the commits and auto fixes it if you want. Okay, you can see both of the files that have been created in main.src folder. This is the readme, so I'm just going to go into the src and cut the main.py. Okay, so let me open this in VS Code. So okay, you can see this, you readme, this src folder and my main.py file. I'm going to open a terminal. Let me continue here on VS Code, so I'll just make all the changes here and do everything here. I'm just going to try to initialize Driftlock again. As you can see, it says Driftlock.stomo already exists, so it will not work. Just going to stage the files and commit. Okay, this should just, since this is the first commit, nothing exactly should happen except just check it, but since to check knowing that it's the first commit and just go ahead. What? Oh, okay. I think I made a typo in the URL. I'll just I'll go to the documentation in Grok and just check if I have the right URL. api.grok. Let me check. I'm not using open router, I'm using Grok. Okay. Over the quick start API reference. Okay, I should get it here. Okay, I made a mistake in the URL. Chart.completions. I should probably edit. Nah, I just one shot this. Okay, that should work now. So I'm just going to go into the main.py file and make a change and try to stage that and commit again. So if Driftlock is working, you get like a message in red. Yes, and also that's the environmental variable that I entered there, my API key. You can add that in your .env or however else you want to add it. You can set it in your terminal, like just exports then the environmental variable. I just created this for this particular project, so for this demo. So now I'm just going to make some changes in the main.py. I'm going to make a change in the greets function. So maybe I'm going to add like, what should I do? Okay, excited. So it just prints hello with like an exclamation mark to show that the person is excited. Excited would be boolean. So let me just go ahead and make this edit. Add an extra parameter argument. Here. Name the argument excited. Okay. Excited. That would work. Boolean, yeah, that's the boolean. False. Now I'm just going to save this. Going to track, like, just check to see. As you can see, main.py is modified. So I'm just going to add that, stage it. Then after staging, I'll commit. Okay, I'm going to commit now. Add exciting. What am I typing? Excited greeting. Okay, let's see what happens. As you can see, README is outdated. Documentation file does not mention the word excited. Doesn't mention the excited parameter that has been added in the greet function. It is a significant change to the function signature. Commit blocked. As you can see, it's updated my README because remember in my Driftlock init I set it to auto update. You can also make it not auto update, so you can go and update it yourself. Okay, so you can see staging the README. Commit. Oh no. commits. This should work now. Okay, readme up to date true. File accurately describes the change to the create function signature. Okay, that worked perfectly. And that's just a basic demonstration of how Driftlock works. Alright, bye.